Um, Hi everyone, I'm well overdue now for another video. It's been at least 2 weeks, if not maybe three, since I put up the last video. But in the last video, I think I promised I would, after printing with the Filaflex, which finally came in, that I would be putting together the Flexy hand too. And here it is, it's all together. And it looks great, and it works great, and I'm absolutely delighted with it. So I've been quite busy with other things, and that's why a bit of a beard going on here. So here it is together, and here it is. That's it. So as similarities go compared to the sidewall beast, it has these tendons here and across here, and the gauntlet as well. But the main difference is that you've no nuts and bolts. No nuts and bolts. There are a few screws here, the same as the sidewall beaks, but everything else is 3D printed. The only additions are the tendon strings and the screws. Everything else is 3D printed. The joints, 3D printed joints out of the Filaflex, and of course this is done in a PLA and this is done in an ABS. And it was great. I really enjoyed doing this. And this is a design by Gyrobot, and they've got a couple of videos up on YouTube. And the designs are free to download as well from Thingiverse. And I have to say this was really exciting for me to do because it just came out great. I was delighted and couldn't wait to see how it worked. And there we go. And even the joints in here and here, they are 3D printed as well. Could do a little bit of work, but they're minor things that that you can overcome. But I just did it in blue PLA and ABS for color wise, just different color. Hadn't done a huge amount in PLA and wanted to do something tricky, and that I wanted to look well as well, and it came out great. So other than that, I just have a bit of Velcro to put into the inside over here, and that a child's hand or an adult's hand can then fit comfortably into that, and they can then use the hand opening and closing. Interesting thing with this as well is that sizing is quite important. Depending on if you were to 3D print this for somebody, for a child who was born without any fingers, or an adult for that matter either, you would want to work really well on getting your sizing right, because you don't want it to look cumbersome or silly looking at a small child with a gigantic hand. So you'd want to spend a bit of time getting the sizing right, the scaling right, from the fingers. You may not print the fingers at full scale. You might slim down the hand a bit, make it a little bit longer, spend a bit of time on scaling just to have it looking well. And I reckon that if you had skin colored PLA or skin colored ABS, from a distance you really wouldn't notice the difference, because the Gyrobot went into an awful lot of detail on this, and it made sense of place different fingernails. And so it's great. Delighted with it. Came out really well, and great success. So that's that. It's another successful project out of, done and dusted and out of the way. So I've new materials that I've brought in, came in this week from 3D File Print in England, and it's called T-Glass. It's another Talman product which are based in America, and they do nylon, which I have some of that as well. But the T-Glass is meant to, it's got T-Glass, tough glass, and I'm hoping to do some projects out of that, and I'm really looking forward to getting that on the machine, and a couple of sort of fittings that I have to print for the machine to get it sitting comfortably on that. So I'll have them done hopefully today. And then I'm going to get these projects up and running, and I will hopefully maybe do a video another day on showing the various filaments and reels that I have here. But the machine is very versatile, I have to say, and I think the materials are getting more and more versatile as well. And as a result, you're able to put an awful lot of stuff up on this machine, and get really practical stuff done instead of just gimmicky little things, stuff that are really helpful and really useful. So hopefully in the next few days, or hopefully no further than a week, I'll have another video up. So and then